Hello everybody and welcome to this Fairies Oracle and Witches Tarot reading. And this time I'm pulling the cards in the evening of September 20 because we have the full moon at 3 or 4 a.m. tomorrow morning on September 21. So I am pulling these cards this time on the evening of September 20. But we are in the full moon as it hits Eastern time on, I think it was this afternoon. So just so you know, but normally I pull the cards during the full moon when it's hitting precisely. So just to ground myself a little bit, I have chosen a couple of stones here. First of all, a tiger's eye. I don't know if you can see it. It's very good to ground your energies whenever you're in contact with the fairies. And I had red jasper here also, referring all to our root chakra so that we can keep grounded, because the fairies are the representatives of Mother Earth and how they see things from her perspective. So we're calling in the fairies now, pixies, trolls, divas, everyone who's very closely connected to the earth energies, and also of course the witches. I'm doing these readings on every new moon and full moon because the moon is like the fifth kind of the fifth element for the fairies and the witches. Like they're using that as a communication tool, and they're using to bring more magic into the world. And when we have those, at least I feel when we have the new moon also, and of course the full moon, there is a very good, extra good chance to really listen to their messages and maybe coming out more clearly. So that's why I've chosen to do that. And so let's ask the fairies what's coming out for us, what they have to communicate to us. And the moment you get these beautiful hands made of brown Froud in your hands, you start to giggle, or you just, the energy is just rising, because the fairies just want us to have fun and live harmonious with each other and live harmonious with ourselves, and also of course with the fairies and their entire realm. So they also want us to have a little bit of fun, so that life is not going to be too serious. There's a lot going on in the world right now. They're starting to send messages through now, that there's so much going on in the world right now, and please stay in your giggling corner, they're saying. Okay, the first card to come out here is this beautiful card. It's coming out in reverse, but I'm just showing you in its upright position here. We are here having the Singer of Initiation, number 9. So this is talking about new passages, new beginnings, the end of one road so that we can begin something else. And since it's coming out in reverse here, it's showing us that we're not quite yet there as a whole society, as a planet Earth people. We are not ready yet to make perhaps these new breakthroughs, or there is just something that we seem to be closing off to. We are not ready to triumphantly level up, as this card is normally showing us. We are not quite there yet to just, you can see how these energies are going up. It's like we're not ready yet for new passages. Also, we think we are not, because it's all about consciousness. So if we decide that we are ready, we will be ready. But we are not quite there yet. There's something we're closing off to. So let's see. I feel that this is overall for this reading, that there's something we're closing off to. We're not quite yet ready for these new breakthroughs or beginnings or passages of transformation. We're not ready yet for something new to begin. The number 9, whatever it means for you on a personal level, you should definitely go with that. But number 9 is the end of something. So something is telling me that we may not be ready yet, but maybe we will be very soon. So let's see what the next cards are telling us. If they could please bring us a clear message what this is in particular about. Okay, they will just show us some overall energies, and then we will pull some tarot, and they say that the witches will clarify that for us in more specific ways. Okay, we have 2 cards coming out here. And the first one is this card. List of the Shadows. I love this beautiful card, coming out of the shadows, coming much more into self-esteem, which this card is talking about. Seeing and recognizing our shadow sides and deciding to love ourselves anyway. Okay, deciding to love ourselves anyway. So I don't know if you can see it. So, coming out of the shadow and really... Liz is the one who's coming in to assist every one of us who really wants to give a hand to lend someone a hand, you know, to support someone else, to help someone else through. When we choose to do that, we can see how her hands are lit up here. She's coming in to give us that extra energy to really go through with that. And when we support others, we also support ourselves, and we heal, and we just become, you know, better people, really. And she's coming in here now. 44 is 4 plus 4 is 8, so there's kind of a new flow coming in here. So it's also talking about healing abilities, actually. So for those of you who think about or have the abilities to heal with your hands, I know we all have abilities to heal, but for those of you who are really working with that right now, you should really move on with that, because you're really moving out your shadows now, really showing up with every side of yourself, showing up who you are. And as this is a full moon, there will also be a full light of, yeah, that's really beautiful, because a full moon is really where we have no shadows. We are coming out of it right now. We need to show up now with self-esteem, showing every side of ourselves. And the other card coming out is coming out like this in reverse. I will just show you him in his upright position. This funny journeyman, card number 15. Yeah, the journeyman normally steps out in the unknown with a lot of, normally self-esteem. But when he's coming out in reverse, it's like we need to have another checkup before we are ready to go, to move on into new unknown territory here. So we really need to first move out of our shadow sides, have a look at every talent that we have, every skill, and really make sure that there are no details left in the dark, so that we can be ready to move on. And whatever the number 15 means to you, but definitely go with that. But the journeyman is talking about that in reverse, that it's not yet time. It's not yet time. We can see with the ball here on the stick, it's like we need to make sure that we're in complete balance with ourselves, with our skills, and make sure that we have absolutely looked at every side of us, so that we can now come out in self-esteem, with more self-esteem, being healed, looking brightly, and yeah, the fairies are saying lithely, looking lithely at the future, okay? Because there are many good things to come, but it's like we are just not quite yet there. So for this full moon in particular, and I will just say that the moon is in its home element this time. It is in Pisces this time, on 29 degrees of Pisces. So since we also have Neptune there in its home sign, there is a lot of water going on here. So I feel that a lot of information is coming in. So probably you feel that as well. However, this may resonate with you on a personal level, but on a collective level, we definitely have to look at our shadow sides right now, because we're coming out of it. We are not yet there. We're not ready yet. So also we can see how much truth is revealing itself in these times. Almost every day I find in the news that there are some surprising, sometimes even shocking news, you know. Oh my God, I hadn't seen that coming. All of a sudden things just seem to, you know, like a waterfall, actually. A lot of information coming in. So just let's have some tarot cards on this to clarify a little bit more in which areas of life this is in particularly talking about. And let's see what's coming out here. If we can have some cards from the Witches Tarot. Please bring in some more clarification on this, so we know where to move on next, in which direction to go and how to prepare ourselves, because it seems as if we're going to have a long new journey when he's coming out in his upright position. When we have clarified all of this, we are ready to turn this journeyman back in his upright position. Okay, so the first card that is coming out from the Witches Tarot is this card. We're talking about 5 of Pentacles here. So Pentacles are referring to the earth element. So there is something here where we have been lurking around, not always having enough. This is talking about not making new investments and not having enough, always being on the run, not enough, you know, never know how long can we stay here, when how much food can I buy for the next 5 days, when are the money running out, when is my perhaps if it's at work, when is my work contract, you know, is there going to be some kind of agreement that will just be all of a sudden cancelled, or it's like there's not enough, always being on the run. That is the shadow side we're in right now. So this is also telling us not to make any new kind of investments. You know, guard what you have, keep your savings, and there will be enough. But it's like we need to guard that right now. Our homes, our jobs, money. Really have a closer look at your financial situation. See whatever you can do to just improve it, even just a little bit. Yes, the Fairies are saying even if it's just a very insignificant, do it anyway, because a little goes a long way. So the next card coming out is actually also a Pentacles card. We have King of Pentacles here. Yes, this is talking about us becoming the boss of our own lives, you know, taking charge, really trying to do the best we can. This is also talking about the businessman, or, you know, if you're searching for a financial advisor or something like that. But we are going from this lurking around, not having enough. What are we going to do? Where are we going to move next time? Will there be no money enough for this and that? Will I be able to keep my job? We will come into better times. So I feel very much that overall it's about our work lives, finances, practical daily routines. How are we designing our home life? You know, not spending too much money there. Make sure we guard what we have. Count the money that is in your hand, the Fairies are saying. That's overall the areas right now. But we are coming out of the shadows. Like I mentioned before with the number 9 over here, we're not ready yet, but it's just about to turn around for us now, for the better. So we are coming out of these shadow sides, moving into where we are becoming much more our own boss of our own lives, where we're having a much better overview of things. So let's see if we can just have one last card here. So I feel very excited about this because I think many of us, we find that we have been in the shadow sides for a long time with the COVID-19 and everything else going on with the environment and what else not. And right now it seems as if things are beginning to turn into the better, even though we are not out of the woods yet, actually. And as I'm saying that, we have Page of Wands coming out, yes, and he is... Here we are in our relationships and our creative sides in life, creative hobbies and what else we do there. And also how we are physically showing up in the world with the life force energy that we are taking with us in these life areas. So he's like the unexpected one, coming in with news from perhaps from afar. So this could also be, you know, that we're actually starting to see fairies around us, or, you know, different creatures from other realms. Something unexpected is coming in here. Some kind of news is coming in. This is something that is just popping up, like he's just out on a walk, and all of a sudden there's a cat and there's another, can't see what animal it is, but something popping up unexpectedly, and he has to look back and say, oops, what was that? Like, let me have another check on that. So if someone or something is showing up in your relationships, or whatever you do as a creative hobby, or maybe doing, you know, a new diet, new exercises, whatever it is, it's like there's something new coming in here. So there is expectations in the air, and this is also referring to the fire element. So we have earth and fire here. So something is being, and that's a fast energy over here, whereas the earth element is like slowing down, you know, take a deep breath, put your feet on the ground. But over here, it's more like things are being fired up. Things are speeding up a little bit. So there can be something unexpected coming in throughout this full moon. And actually, the bottom of the deck, we have this beautiful card. I'll just show it here. And here we have card number 18, actually the moon coming out. How beautiful is that? The full moon, okay, with the dreams, our dreams, the occult, our emotions, our soul, divine feminine energy. And actually this is from the major arcanas, and as I was talking about, I felt this singer of the initiation was actually the overall energy for this reading. I feel that these two go very well in hand together, that there is something here that is about to change, that we are about to make a new passage, moving up to a higher level or deeper level, if you want, when it, you know, regarding our soul searching, our emotions, our divine feminine energy. This is also talking about our roots and our home, our shadow sides also, that we are now moving out of them. Like this witch is just like on her stick and on her broom, and off she goes. So there, and we see how the panther here is is mirroring itself in the water down here, and making himself or herself bigger than he or she really is. So there's a new pathway here. So really there's a lot of water, there's a lot of energies coming in right now, and as water holds information, and as we are also water ourselves a lot, so we can really resonate with these information coming in. And my hands are all sweaty. It's like there's just water all over. I feel as if there's 35 degrees right now. So let's wrap this reading up. But definitely there's something unexpected. It's like this journeyman is just about to come out in his upright position. So very exciting times. It's like we're ready, making ready for takeoff, but it's on a soul level, it's on an emotional level. It's got to do with our shadow sides, believing in ourselves, and also in wild nature, animals, childhood, our roots, past lives, stuff like that. Especially since the moon is in the sign of Pisces, we are very much in contact with prior lifetimes or simultaneous lifetimes as well. So pay attention to that, because I feel that card over here could actually point to that fact, that something unexpected, you know, something showing up in our life force energy that is quite unexpected, and that is really bringing some news in. So let's wrap this reading up with a Destiny's card and a magic card, some special magical words for us to remember throughout this full moon, as the energies are shifting. The fairies are bringing in different energies now for this full moon. And let's see what is coming out here for us. And actually I'll just show you this card deck. As you can see, a lot of water in it as well. a wave coming in. So a lot of energy, a lot of information, Okay, so let's see what's coming out for us here. And we have this card, yes, Voyage. We're just talking about the journeyman over here. Journeyman, Voyage. And I'm having a song in my head actually right now from I think it's from the 80s. Voyage. French group, but also here we have the full moon up here, right? And we have the whale. We are in Pisces, right? Beautiful. The full moon in Pisces. Okay, the fairies really want us to be spot on now. Concentrate, focus. You are being lifted up. You're being lifted up. You are leveling up the information you have already within you, in your water. Listen, you are being carried up. New leveling. We are leading you. Motherhood is also the moon, the full moon. It's also talking about the mother, caring, protecting, nurturing energies. We are being lifted over dark waters here. So there is definitely some kind of heightened about our senses this time. Our emotions, our soul, our connection with the soul is like... It's like there is full clarity. We're really coming out of the shadow side. So I feel that that's perhaps what Liz over here, the Liz of the shadows is talking about. We are really being just lifted out. Something is coming in to help us do that. Okay, so let's see what magic word is coming out for us this time from the fairies. And here we have willpower. Yes. Beautiful. And again, the moon, the full moon, and the earth, clarity. You know, if you want this passage to happen over here, if you want to level up, if you really want to go into new levels here, initiate something else. The singers over here also are very close to source. So I feel that there's something deeply within us right now where we need to ask ourselves, will we do this? Will we turn this around? Will we, I don't know if you can see that card over there. Will we do this? Will we accept that we also hold the power? We are not here just for the fun of it. We are actually here with our soul, and as also in our human bodies, okay? We're on a soul mission here on earth. Will we use that power for the greater good, or do we just not care? Are we just like, okay, we're just we came here by accident, whatever is going on, you know, we don't really care. Will we use that power now? It's up to us, the fairies are saying. It's up to us, but we have now the power because we are leveling up. So we are definitely coming into more soul searching. So maybe do a little bit of meditation, since the fairies are representative of the earth element, which is a slow, passive, very feminine energy, okay? So maybe sit and resonate a little bit with this, how it fits your personal journey at this particular point in history. But definitely for the collective here, we are very soon moving on new journeys. So thank you for watching, and take very much good care of yourselves out there. We are in intriguing times. And so thank you very much for watching and listening, and bye for now.